and I was off to see something that should be considered the most insane fortress constructed in Latin America. I'm talking about Castillo San Felipe. From the distance, it doesn't even look real, and up close, it's still hard to fathom how human beings constructed this work of art.
So this castle that you see behind me is about 480 years old. It was first constructed in 1537 or 1536, one of those two dates. But when it was first created, it wasn't that big. It was not the castle that you see today behind me right now. This was actually improved in 1657 and once again in 1739 to be the marvelous castle that you see today. There was a lot of battles here, a lot of bloody wars were fought here behind us, so it's not all beauty, but nowadays it is a beautiful relic and a memory of the past.
So at the top of the fort, you can oversee almost all of Cartagena. It is the biggest fortress in Latin America, and this view is worth the price of admission on its own. There are several tunnels within the fort, some are open to the public and some are closed, but it made me think, how did they construct these tunnels without the whole castle collapsing? It is a mystery to me. You can also see skyscrapers in the distance, and we will be visiting those skyscrapers later on in this video.
So in 1741, the British tried to take over this fort. It was a huge bloody war between the British and the Spanish. And fortunately for the Spanish, because of the might and just the sheer greatness of this fort, they were able to defend against 23,000 British troops, and they only had 3,000 troops themselves. So this fort definitely reaped some benefits for the Spanish during its time of military use. So another interesting fact about this castle is that it has 68 canyons around here. One more thing, if you want to enter here, it's about 26,000 pesos if you're a Colombian citizen. It is 30,000 pesos if you are a foreigner.
These buses are called Chivas. They're really well known in Colombia, and during the day they look like any kind of normal bus, but at night they turn into a partying atmosphere. So if you ever want to party and travel around Colombia, hop in a Chiva.
So behind me, you see these beautiful skyscrapers, but additionally, you see all these rocks. So you may be asking yourself, why do they have all these rocks here? Well, this was not a natural occurring thing that happened. This was actually something that was planned by the city. They're trying to stop the sea level from increasing. So, pretty interesting project by Cartagena. I don't know if it'll work, but worth a try.
So I was off to explore the most exclusive district in Cartagena and maybe all of Colombia called Bocagrande. Bocagrande has tall white skyscrapers that reflect the sun, and they will definitely remind you of Miami. Bocagrande has million-dollar homes and exclusive hangouts where the rich go to relax. They also have super nice beaches, but if you want privacy, it may be hard to get because there is always someone trying to sell you something, and that is the only negative part of Cartagena.
So as you can see, all these skyscrapers behind me, well, they were actually constructed really recently, within the last 15 years. Some of these were constructed as recent as 2017. So this is all new, and this is awesome to see. So if you ever do come to Cartagena, there are a bunch of beaches, And if you want to go on beaches that are even more spectacular than this one, you can go to the islands. There's a bunch of different islands around here, like Baru. There's so many more that I'm forgetting the names of right now, but I'll put them on the screen and you can see the list of them. So I definitely recommend coming here, enjoying the beach, enjoying the vibes here, and just having a good time.
So while I'm showing you some incredible views from the Bocagrande district of Cartagena, I thought I'd share with you some details about staying in Colombia if you're intrigued by this place and want to visit. Typically, hotels in Colombia are very cheap for American standards at least. You could spend anywhere from $15 a night to stay at a very cheap hotel to $150 a night for a 5-star luxury hotel. I typically will go to a 3-star hotel and pay around $30 to $40 US a night. In Cartagena, if you want to go out and have a nice dinner with a friend or a spouse, it'll cost you around $40 to $50 if you get a few drinks and some entrees at a nice restaurant. If you do want to visit Colombia, I definitely encourage you to go to Cartagena first before going anywhere else. It will blow your mind. This place is beautiful. I guarantee you, you will love it and have a good time.
So we're stopping here at the mall to get some food. So what I got, some wings from a place called Frisbee that's very well known here in Colombia. I'll show you this. But the cool thing is this right here. Look, this is a drink. There's a place for the straw somewhere over here. Right here, right? And then on top, they got fries and chicken. This invention, it might beat the airplane. It might beat the light bulb. I don't know, but this is pretty cool.
So the Colombia Series is still going on. I have another few videos coming out very soon. The next week's video is going to be about Envigado, which is a district right outside of Medellin. Has some incredible views. It's extremely mountainous. It's kind of like the Colombian version of San Francisco. That's the best way I can describe it. You will see more of that next week. Until the next time, like and subscribe. Peace.